Already been interrupted. I can't even start. See how long this lasts. What's up, socials? I'm on my rooftop in my apartment building in downtown Columbus. And it's wonderful. I mean, it's like wonderful in the sense that like I'm trying to embrace how nice it still is outside, even though I really want it to be fall, and I'm still forced to wear like short sleeve shirts. I want to wear my sweaters so bad. Lady problems. I wanted to have a chat with you today because I thought a couple of things happened this week that were super interesting to talk about and just sort of give you an idea of where my head is. First, it was announced that AOL Instant Messenger is gonna die in December. Like literally it's gonna be gone. And I was like, oh my God, I remember being on AIM all the time in high school, just like checking with my friends and stuff like that. There was also some other stuff in the news about just like people saying stupid things, and then when someone points it out, that person ends up being scrutinized because they find some like tweet that they did a million years ago that was inappropriate, and so they also have to apologize. And I just thought this brings up a lot of really good points. I've always said how grateful I am to be how old I am, and that I didn't have social media in the years that I was in school, middle school, high school. I think it's really incredible how much it has escalated and moved forward quickly. Bullying. It's really unfortunate, but it's also sort of a testament to how amazing these tools can be. Ideally when you use them for good. And when I was looking at sort of, okay, AIM is dying, you know, I had access to AIM. Somebody could have bullied me, or I could have bullied somebody with Instant Messenger in high school, and I guess it just didn't happen. And I think it just depends on who is in your life or what is happening or how you are as a person and how you use those tools. Regardless, I think the point is there are a lot of people who are entering the workforce now, whether they decide to go get a regular job or if they decide to start their own business, that grew up with social media in those young adult, not quite adult years of their life. And the silly things that are being said online are coming back to bite them. And it's funny because I've always taken that so seriously, like what I say at any given point, not just now, but like years ago, just afraid to say things that I don't think I should have my speech taken away from me, my freedom of that opinion, but I also think that there's a time and a place to have an opinion about some things. And I've probably said some dumb things here and there, but nothing that if I put it out there, someone could say to me like, this is the type of person that you are, is this unfortunate, I suppose, type of person. It's really difficult for the people that didn't think that far forward in how social media was going to affect them in life and in business and in career and love and any of those things. They're now having to potentially go back and do like a stock of what they've said, because it very well could be. And you may have thought you were making some inside joke and some reply to your buddy when you were on Twitter in high school, and then an employer is deciding that they don't want to work with you because of that. Also, very easy to judge other people about this. Like, oh my God, yeah, I know people that say stupid stuff all the time, and I'm like, oh my God, you're so dumb. Like, you're so dumb. But then we still do something a little dumb, like a little bit of like subtweeting or like under the radar, like I'm just gonna talk a little because no one will know the difference and no one's really paying that much attention to me. It's so easy to just do that and think whatever. Because it's also sometimes hard to come up with an opinion that's actually something you want to stand by outside of knocking other people. I think that's probably the biggest thing. I did a video recently on all the things you can tweet and fun things and things that will help you and things that'll move you forward. But I also find myself holding back a lot of things that I don't tweet because I think I have an opinion on this right now. It is not something that I want to go on record for. This is a press release for who I am as a human, not just as a public figure or a YouTuber or anything. Just like, if anything happens in the future, someone's gonna come back and look at this press release list that I've had since 2000 whatever and tell me what my opinion is on it. Obviously, we're seeing this a lot with the President of the United States. What is he saying in real time? What did he say back in the day? And I also think that's why Twitter doesn't give us an edit button. I really do. I think they want everybody to be like, listen, this is the only social network you can't edit anything on because we want you to be held accountable. So if that's our differentiator right now, then they're holding strong on the whole no editing tweets thing. I just find it really interesting. Even more so because you can't take this stuff back. All of it is getting cached by the internet. All of it is being saved. Everything is being documented. We're documenting everything. I just documented my egg sandwich this morning. If you really, really care about what people think about you in the sense of how do you want them to talk about you to others in a word of mouth advocacy kind of way, not I'm consumed with what other people think of me, but I care about how my brand is being discussed, then you really should rethink a lot of these things that you might have tweeted because you were annoyed in the moment, but it really doesn't play a role in your big picture. Talk about ideas, maybe talk about events, talking about people, unless it's the way that you want to be talked about. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good in the long run. That's what people will remember. You remember when they were asking for people's Facebook passwords for job applications like 6 years ago or whatever it was, 7 years ago, because they were like, we don't know how to handle this social media thing, so we should probably just ask for the profiles of all the people that apply to make sure they're not crazy. There's a line, but they wouldn't have to do that if people were just a little bit more self-aware of what they were putting out there. You may think your profile is private, but it's not. It's never private. What happens if somebody that you're friends with because you went to high school recalls something negative that you posted online and shares it with your next potential client or employer? It's just not worth it. You get the right to freedom of speech, but you don't have to run your mouth. Like, there's a balance. Like, can we just find that balance? I just hate the fact that people can get torn down for mistakes that they've made in the past. And the only reason why is because people can find it on Google. So I think that you should just give that some thought and really think, what do I put online because I'm bored and I want to rise out of people that maybe I didn't have to do because it's probably not going to pay off for me in the long run. Anyway, that's what was on my mind when I was thinking, AOL Instant Messenger. Those were the days. Oh my God. It's crazy. It's crazy to think about AOL being that first real social network in my life. I've probably been like squinting for this whole video, but I didn't want to wear sunglasses. It's kind of cloudy anyway, but also I don't hang out on this rooftop enough. It is so nice, and the more and more Vin and I keep talking about moving, I'm like, I need to just hang out here more often. That's all for today's socials. Thank you so much. I appreciate it as always. Make sure you subscribe for good vibes, and remember to think about how people talk about you or what you would like them to do when they talk about you so that you can go after the life you want. Cheers. Also, I took one shoe off because it was just like awkward sitting here. I'm gonna put it back on now.